best successes when we've gone in our own direction and created a whole new type of design. The original Thunderbird, the original Mustang, the '86 Taurus, and now this Taurus will spawn copies from our competitors.
Our main objective and goal is to create a breakthrough design and put everybody else a step behind us.
We're able to take the passenger and basically enclose him in a steel cage. That environment protects the family.
You're going to be impressed by the amount of acceleration. The car is extremely fun to drive, and that's a combination of precise steering, the ride control of the car. The driving experience is going to be nothing short of astonishing.
The only reason the car has the kind of dynamic personality that it has is because these people breathe that passion into the sheet metal.
福特 Taurus 自1986年起即连续6年赢得汽车大奖，1992至1994年荣登全美销售冠军3连霸，而福特 All New Taurus 在美国上市更创下单月销售15万辆的空前纪录。
We took a look at the Ford Oval, and that's where the ellipse started. Everything was designed around the elliptical theme on the car. We saw it as a trend that was coming, and we wanted to be first on the road with it.
浑圆流畅的线条在福特 All New Taurus 身上无所不在，处处展现引领潮流的雄心。
I think the new Taurus will really surprise you in terms of how well the transmission shifts and how well the powertrain responds. The new Vulcan is much more refined, it's much more smooth, much quieter rush of power, and does it without complaining.
全铝合金制引擎，创造202匹最大马力与最大扭力，动力输出强劲，创造最佳操控乐趣。
The safety cell is simply our word for the steel structure that surrounds the customer. If you actually were to superimpose all these parts on one another, they would trace out a cage in the shape of the car.
Safety cell 车体结构设计，能分散撞击力量，大幅降低危险性。高刚性车体提前达到美国1997年侧撞及正前方撞击承受标准。
We have expanded the interior, more space to the driver and passenger,
keeping everything flowing nicely from the instrument panel through the door.
This is the integrated control panel. We call it ICP for short.
It looks friendlier than a square flat box.
We've combined a couple functions together.
Right, we put different functions in it. Audio on the upper part and climate control on the lower part. This is designed only for Taurus.
宽敞的车内空间，搭配高级内装配备。 让您置身车中，尽享顶级房车独有的舒适感和尊贵感。
The body is much stiffer. We took a lot of friction out of the steering system, and so those two things combined to give you a very confident feel as you're driving the car down the road.
细致的真皮内装，舒适的中央恒温空调。 符合人体工学驾驶舱，处处细腻入微，难掩尊贵风范。
Since we put our best foot forward on this car, we have an outstanding styled car as well as a fantastically engineered car. And I think as a total cohesive product, I think it's met every customer need and anything we ever hoped it would be.
福特 All New Taurus， 全车77%都可回收，而134A 环保冷媒。 及废气控制系统，提前符合美国1997年联邦及加州标准。
A major objective of this program is to provide value for money.
You'll take a look at it and find that there's really value for money in it. And in fact, it's really the feeling of the team with the effort and focus that went in the development of this product that we're going to be setting the benchmark standard as soon as it's introduced.
The team we selected to work on the new Taurus had an incredible amount of passion, but it was a bit intimidating for the designers to stand up to the plate and the excitement that we had in the original Taurus, and they wouldn't stop until they achieved that. And the hood of the car, it's actually sculpted around the components of the engine.
So the hood actually flowed into the lamps.
One of the strongest elements on the car will be the elliptical back window.
Everything has a nice moving form, a sculptural form.
Wow, that's really different. That's really unique. That's really something I haven't seen before.
Torsional stiffness of the vehicle, how much twist the car can actually absorb, keeps the sound away from the customer.
Light is a big part of craftsmanship. A quiet car tells people that it is a solid car and a safe car.
With what I'll call collapsible structures. Crush zones in the front of the car, and now crush zones in the side of the car designed to collapse and absorb the energy before it could ever reach the customer inside.
Between tune-ups, the high series Duratec, same thing. 100,000 miles between tune-ups. The customer is going to have to spend less on his car to make.
The car is a breakthrough kind of a product, a breakthrough from an engineering standpoint, a breakthrough from a value standpoint, and a breakthrough from a style standpoint.
I think Ford has had its best successes when we've gone in our own direction and created a whole new type of design. The original Thunderbird, the original Mustang, the 86 Taurus, and now this Taurus will spawn copies from our competitors.
非凡的感受需要由您亲自体验。我们竭诚邀请您拨冗至福特经销商试驾，亲自体验福特 All New Taurus 新世代豪华轿车巅峰成就。方法很简单，您只需洽询信函上所列之专属经销商，为您安排试乘，或寄回随函附上之回函卡，我们将尽速与您联络。您也可以和这些经销商直接联系。